Hey fam, welcome back to Tara's Lifestyle and Vlog, and thank you so much for stopping by. So in today's video, we're talking about what to include in a sponsor letter or an invitation letter if you're inviting someone as a visitor, which means that you already live in the UK and you're wanting to invite someone, your friend, family, your partner, your spouse to the UK. But before I go on, my name is Tari, and on this channel we talk about UK visas and immigration. We talk about life in the UK, how to safely and successfully travel to the UK, and how to navigate through life as an immigrant living in the UK. Now, if this sounds like something you're interested in, then please subscribe, turn on your bell icon so you don't miss out on any of my videos going forward. So my returning subscribers, thank you all for coming to watch my channel, to watch my videos. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much. So like I said before, we're talking about what to include in a sponsor or an invitation letter if you're inviting someone to the UK to visit you. Okay, and in my previous video, I talked about the different documents that require, the different documents that you need if you're inviting someone. I'll link that video up here for you so you can have a look, just in case you're wanting to invite someone and you're wondering what information you need. Okay, but today we're going a bit further because I've had a few people asking me the question, what do I need to include in a sponsor letter? Okay, so we're talking about that today. Okay, so if you're wanting to invite someone to the UK, one of the things I said in that video is that you need to provide an invitation or a sponsor letter. And this letter is not addressed to the person, it's actually addressed to the consular of the whatever country the person is in. So if the person is in Nigeria and maybe Abuja or Lagos, you have to address it to the consular in the visa office in Abuja or Lagos, however the case might be. If they're in India, you address it to the consular in whatever city the visa office is in. Okay, so it's not addressed to the person, it's actually addressed to the consular. Okay, so what should be included in the invitation letter? So the first thing first is for you to introduce this person. Okay, so we want their name, probably their date of birth, their visa number. And remember, I always say as much information is important. It's better to have more than to have less. Okay, so the person's name, date of birth, their passport number, and everything about their personal details that you have, you put it on there. For instance, I am inviting person ABC with passport number 123456, date of birth, So you put all that information in to visit me. Yeah, so you want to put that person's information and state that you're actually inviting the person to visit you in the UK. Okay, so you want to include also the date of their journey. So when are they traveling? Are they traveling for 1 week? Are they traveling to see you for 2 weeks, 3 weeks? You want to put it there, say from January the 1st to the 15th or the 21st of January or till March, whatever the case might be. You want to make sure you put that information in there. Okay, so you also want to make sure you include your relationship to that person because they want to know what tie you have with this person. You can say, I'm inviting my sister or my brother or my friend or my partner. You put the person's name. So I'm not saying it accordingly how it should be, but I'm just telling you the information that should be on that passport. So it's left for you to write it whichever way you want. There's no set way to write it, what needs to come first before the other. Okay, but it would be good to make sure that it actually flows when you're writing. So you want to put your relationship with the person. Is the person your sister, your brother, your parents, your friend, uncle, auntie? You want to make sure you put it in, put it on the letter, write it on the letter. Okay, like I said, the dates for which they are traveling, who they are. You want to state also what they do in their country, because the Home Office wants to know that they actually have something that they're doing in their country that they will be returning to. So there's no harm in you putting that in there to say, for instance, this person has a job with company ZYF or XYZ, and they will be returning to their country, to their company where they work after their visits. If the person is a business person, you can say actually this person is returning to their business once they finish with their holiday. So we want to make sure we put that in. You want to make sure also that you put the accommodation. So whatever support you will be providing, so are you providing accommodation and financial support? Are you providing just accommodation or just finance? You need to make sure that you put it in there. So if you're providing them with accommodation, you say For instance, I live in a 2-bedroom apartment, 3-bedroom apartment, and they will be staying in one of the bedrooms. You need to put that there. If they're also going to be, if you're going to be supporting them financially, you state it on there and say actually you will be responsible for their financial upkeep, for their accommodation, for their feeding, transportation while they are in the UK. We want to make sure we put all that information. So you want to also want to make sure that you have your information on the letter. So if you are a British citizen, you want to put it on there to say you are a British citizen and this is your passport number. If you're not a British citizen, you want to put your passport and the number for, if you have a BRP card, whatever information, maybe a reference number you have, you want to make sure you put details of your right to stay, your status in the UK on the letter as well, what you do. Okay, if you are a business person or an employee, you want to put it on there to say actually I work in so and so organization, this is what I do, or I own a business, this is what I do. If they are visiting you for a purpose, you need to also make sure you put it in there. For instance, they are visiting for my 50th or 40th birthday, or they are visiting for my graduation if you're a student, or they are visiting for Christmas or Easter, whatever the case might be. You want to make sure that you put it in there. You can put as much information as possible, but make sure it has the vital information, which would be their name, the purpose of their travel, the accommodation details, financial means details, the proof of their relationship with you. Just make sure you put all that information, what they do in their country, if they have any family ties that they're going to be returning to, the job that they're going to return to. You want to make sure you put in all that information on the letter. Okay, and one other thing that you might want to add is for the Home Office or wherever it is, the consulate to contact you if they need any more information. So you put your name, your email address, your telephone number in there, just in case they have any more information. If they need any more information, they can contact you. Okay, so these are just some of the information that you would need if you are inviting someone to the UK, some of the information that you need to include in the invitation letter. I hope this has been helpful to you. If it has helped you, give it a thumbs up, share with your friends and family, and of course subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next video.